All right. So start off by saying and spelling your first and last name. Give me your grade and your position, please.
All right. My name is Quinn Spitzmacher, Quintin Spitzmacher. I will be a senior, class of 2022, attending Wawasee High School.
And then position as well.
And then for positions, I play O-line, D-line.
I'm glad you spelled your last name too, because I couldn't have done it.
Oh yeah, it's like 13 letters.
I want to make sure Glenn gets that right. So talk about the lessons that you guys learned last year going into this year.
Last year we learned, how to we had to deal with adversity, whether it be a fumble during, a crucial game drive, and really how to build upon that. How we can't just hang our heads. We got to go back the next play and bring it and complete that drive. As long as we kept our energy up, we were scoring. The ball game was our ball game. But anytime we hung our head, it was really down in the dumps, and we lost that energy.
Talk about specifically on the field, being both on the O-line and D-line, you have such a big job of just starting off the play. So just talk about the job you guys have to do on the offensive line, defensive line.
Well, we got to pick up our blocks. It all starts with the first 5 guys up front. If we don't get anything, the play does not start, nor do we get anywhere. It's always a loss of yards. And then, as well as once we get the first 3-4 guys up front blocked, getting up to that next level to really extend out our plays and get full potential.
Talk about how difficult it is to play two ways. I mean, I couldn't do it in high school. Just talk about the difficulties that you have playing both ways.
It's definitely a lot of conditioning needed as far as, being able to go. I'm going toe-to-toe with another guy, trying to beat him, make him look weak, expose him, as well as he's trying to do the same on me. It takes a lot of mental toughness as far as conditioning. I'd say it's more mental than as well as conditioning goes.
You talked about a lot of lessons that you learned. Talk about what you guys are specifically hammering home for the younger guys on your team.
Well, we got a younger team, so we're trying to help build them up, doing things that seniors and upperclassmen of our past didn't do for us. So we're trying to be kind of that big brother type to them, help bring them up into the varsity so that way when it's their turn to be us, that they know how to act and build a great team.
What specifically is going to constitute a successful senior year for you?
Well, as long as everybody shows up, has the good energy, we should be a very lethal team this year.
Anything else you'd like to say?
No, sir.
All right, thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Hold it as these. All right, so just ignore the camera, look right at me. Start off by saying and spelling your first and last name. Give me your grade and your position, please.
My name's Lucas Ringler, Lucasringler, Wawasee High School, class of 22.
Position?
Quarterback and cornerback.
All right, so being the quarterback, what lessons did you guys learn from last year going into this year?
We're learning a bunch about each other. We lost a lot of good seniors last year, but the seniors we're bringing back this year, being put as a leadership role. We've played forever together, and it's just we're learning each other's strengths and weaknesses and learning how to benefit from each other.
What specifically on the field are you guys going to have to do both offensively and defensively to be successful?
We've just got to stay positive. One of our things is we play good together and individually. When we're happy with what we're doing, we don't get down on each other and down ourselves.
I just was told you guys are going to be a lethal team on both sides of the ball. Why are you guys going to be such a lethal team?
We've got special playmakers that are ready to do what we've been waiting forever to do, and we really think this year on both sides of the ball it can happen.
As a senior, what lessons are you truly hammering home to the younger guys who are going to be the next generation after you?
You got to be ready to play when it's your time to shine. It goes by quick, and once you realize that you're playing, that it goes by in a snap.
When you hang up the pads at the end of your senior year, what are you going to look on as the biggest success at the end of the year?
Just playing with this great group of guys. Whether we win a bunch, lose a bunch, just going through high school football, it's one of the greatest memories you can have, and we'll remember that forever.
Anything else you'd like to say?
No, I'm just can't wait for this year to start.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, so start off by saying and spelling your first and last name. Give me your position and your grade, please.
All right, so my name's Nathan Larson, Nathan Larson. I play running back and linebacker, and I'm the class of 2022.
All right, so being a senior, what lessons are you really hammering home from last year to this year?
Probably just mentality. like mentality, just trying to like be the best player, go out there and just like, how do I say this? Just like act like you're the best, and not like in a cock way, but like be confident and just give 100%. Like just have the confidence that you're going to win every game.
I've talked to a couple of players. They've been very confident. Like you said, they said they're going to be you guys are going to be a very lethal team this year. Why are you going to be a very lethal team?
We're going to we had some struggles in the past with running the ball, and we've been focused on that really hard about running the ball, because if you can't run the ball, it makes it hard, you know. So we've got a run game going now, and that's going to make it lethal against other teams, because now we can run and throw.
Week 1, what's going to be your opening message to the whole team?
We're coming. We definitely have a lot. We're coming. We're going to shock the conference and Northern Indiana how we're going to play football this year. It's going to be a lot different than it was last year, and they're going to see real quick.
Going into your senior year, what's going to be specifically a big success for you guys at the end of the year?
Probably communication and just like everyone on the same page, because communication is key in football. And one of our goals is just everyone be on the same page, communicating, being aggressive, and just going out and playing football.
Anything else you'd like to say?
Nope.
All right, thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Good luck. Come on up. All right, so just look at me, ignore the camera. Start off by saying and spelling your first and last name. Give me your grade and your position, please.
Logan Mast, Logan Mast, O-line, and class of 22.
All right, first off, talk about the group of seniors that you guys have here going into this year.
So all of us have good experience. We've been, I think since our sophomore year, we've been on the field together, and just we're bonded, I would say. Like, got the good connection, and that's pretty much it.
What does it mean for you to have this group of guys with you these last 3 years?
It just means a lot to me, honestly, because I've been with these guys since I was a little kid. So getting to fulfill our last year high school football together means good to me.
All right, so what lessons are you really hammering home to the younger guys being a senior?
Just give it your all every play, and just don't miss practices, be responsible, everything like that.
All right, specifically on the field, being on the O-line, you guys play such a crucial part. What specifically on the field are you guys going to have to do to be successful?
Just be on the same page. That's all it really boils down to, is just be on the same page, be physical, everything like that.
From everyone that I've talked to, I've heard confident, I've heard we're going to be a lethal team. Why are you guys going to be so confident and be a lethal team for everyone?
Because I think now we're all on the same page, and when we work together, we're just lethal.
At the end of the day, when you hang up the pads for your senior year, what's going to be the biggest success in your mind?
Just being able to get that opportunity to play on varsity football.
Anything else? Go ahead.
And that's it, just pretty much.
Anything else you'd like to say?
Not really.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Sorry for interrupting. My bad. Just looking at everything. All right, so start off by saying and spelling your first and last name. Give me your position and your grade, please.
Alrighty. Dryer Hernandez, Driedyn, and then Hernandez, Hernandez. I play center and D tackle, and I'm a senior 2022.
All right, so kind of just talk about the environment that you're here for media day. How excited are you for the year?
It's pretty exciting being here. We've had conversations about it in the past with the coach. It's exciting to see all like the players that we see at camps, players we go against, other teams, coaches you talk to. It's nice to see everyone here, especially after not being able to do it last year.
Talk about the group of guys that you have, especially your seniors. What is going to make this year better than last year?
I think this year really is our team chemistry. It's just it's a fun environment now. I feel like everyone's having fun, and then we can all just like communicate better. It's just the chemistry, really.
Why are you guys going to be, as I've heard many times, the most lethal team on the football team or field? We have confidence now. Confidence is key, really. That's our belief, that we just have to be confident in everything we do. Teams we go against, you can't look at something, we can't downplay someone, and I think that's really going to help us be a lethal team this year. On the field, what specifically do you guys have to do being on the offensive line?
Offensive line, really, I think we just need to keep up our momentum, because right now I think we made a lot of big strides since last year. And last year we had a pretty good season too as O-line, I think. We have 3 seniors on our line this year. Really, we're just we just like being physical. And if we're physical throughout the rest of the season, I think we'll be fine.
What's going to constitute a successful 2021 season?
Really, I think it's
the confidence. Having our confidence is huge because throughout the past years we just haven't been confident.
Anything else you'd like to say?
Hey mom.
I love it. Thank you so much. Camera, start off by saying and spelling your first and last name. Give me your position and your grade, please.
All right, Caleb Clevenger, CALEB CLEVENGER. The kicker, and I'm a senior.
All right, so going into the 2021 season, what is the biggest lesson that you learned from last year going into this year?
Discipline. As a kicker, it's kind of nitpicky with kickoffs and all that stuff. It's got to be almost perfect every time to give us the best chance at winning the ball back or getting them down the field and in worse position.
Specifically talking about you, as the role of the kicker, it's kind of a thankless job. You're expected to make every kick, and when you don't, it's like the end of the world. Kind of talk about the mindset you have to be a kicker.
You have to be focused. You cannot let anything get to you. You have to imagine there's nobody around you, there's no pressure, and just focused on what you have to do as your kicker.
A lot of people on the team are hoping for more touchdowns and field goals, I would assume, but talk about the job that this offense this offense is really going to need to do to be successful.
Convert on fourth downs. Just when we're in the end zone, finish. And if we can't, then take obviously chances with 3 points is better than 0.
That is correct. At the end of the day, at the end of the season, what's going to constitute a successful senior year for you?
I guess the goal is making everything and not missing, longer range, better accuracy, just everything. Be more diverse. The team specifically, successful senior year, play harder. We've come a long way. It's a lot more family. We're all together. It's great chemistry, and so that part is already winning in my mind. So just more wins, play harder, be a great senior year.
Anything else you'd like to say? All right, thank you so much, man. Good year. All right, Coach, start off by saying and spelling your first last name, please.
My name is John Reedabuch, Jon John, Reutebuch, Reedabuch.
Coach, talk about the group of seniors that you have going into this year.
You know, we have a small group of seniors, but all of them are contributors, and this group's endured some hardships. This is my third year, and so we're building a culture, and you know, this is a group that I really hope we send them out in the right way.
Coach, all the players that I talked about said that they're going to be dangerous, they're confident. What is the big difference from last year to this year?
I would say being able to spend time in the weight room. Last year, from May to July, we weren't allowed to do anything, and so they've spent a whole school year. We have strength training in our school, and so they're able to spend all 3 trimesters getting stronger, faster, more confident as athletes, and I think that's going to show a lot on the field.
All right, specifically on the field, what are you guys going to do better this year than you did last year?
Well, offensively, we have to possess the ball a lot more. We're going to run the ball. We're going to be multi-formational. We've got a lot of different athletes, some new, some from previous years, and I think we can hit teams in a lot of different ways. And then once we get in the red zone, we got to score the football. Defensively, we like our team speed right now, and we want to just build upon what we did last year. We just put the defense in a bad position a lot of times, and if we get good balance with our offense and defense, we can surprise some people.
Coach, I talked to almost all the seniors. Who is someone that no one's talking about that you think they should be?
Oh, that's a good one. Lucas Ringler, you interviewed, he is moving from wide receiver to quarterback, and he's going to bring a different aspect to our quarterback position. We've had pretty much a thrower the last couple of years, not much of a runner, and he's very athletic, very quick, and I think he's going to shock some people. And then we have some young guys coming up that Hunter Tinkey out at the receiver position, Chase Dennis at a slot receiver, very quick, and then the running backs, Cameron Zimmerman is one that's really showing his possibilities coming into from the summer coming into the season. So those are some guys to look out for.
What specifically is going to constitute a successful year for when you come down to it?
I would say obviously injuries, staying away from injuries, and not turning the, it sounds like coach speak, but not turning the ball over, taking advantage of our opportunities. I mean, literally there were several games that we could look back at. There's 5 plays that had they gone a different direction, we would have been a lot more successful. So capitalize on our opportunities and just keep building on what we've been doing, and everything else will take care of itself.
Anything else you'd like to say, Coach?
No, appreciate you guys doing this and having a media day. Not having it last year, it was all kind of surreal year, but seeing all the kids in uniforms and the coaches out and everything, at least it feels like we're back to normal again. So appreciate it.
No, not a problem. Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you.
Have a good year.